Live from Cool Boys Central.
You're the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
From bat tips to bat nips, we are just three cool boys revisiting Batman, the animated series, and wearing hats. This is Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast.
I see Batman and Beyond.
Greetings, Cool Boy Nation, and welcome to another installment of Batman and Beyond, a Cool Boys podcast. I'm Felk.
I'm Ballard.
I'm Steven.
Tonight's episode is The Last Laugh. The episode aired September 22nd, 1992, directed by Kevin Altieri and written by Carl Swinson. Featuring the first appearance of the Joker, Wikipedia says, the Joker covers Gotham in a cloud of laughing gas and begins plundering the crazed city. But after Alfred is infected with the toxin, Batman has added incentive to stop the Joker and acquire an antidote from him before all of Gotham dies with a smile.
I love the Joker theme.
You love the Joker theme in this episode? It's pretty sweet.
Which is not the standard Joker theme, which is the...
Oh, it's a total... It's like this 90s rock guitar-ish thing.
Oh, it's Jay-Z as fuck. It's like a beat. It's a Rick Rubin. It's a Rick Rubin beat, basically. It really makes the episode. I mean, honestly, that beat is the highlight of this episode.
Absolutely.
To me, Captain Clown is the highlight of the episode. That thing gave me nightmares.
The robot clown? Is that what you said? Sorry.
Yeah, the giant robot clown.
Oh my god, absolutely.
We'll
so yeah, that's not really even a reveal until the end of the second act. But in the very beginning of the episode, we established it's April Fool's. And this is the Joker, and this is our first real Joker episode, I guess, because the Christmas episode isn't really, I guess, a Joker episode, considering it's kind of half holiday episode.
Oh, it's a totally Joker episode.
But it's like a holiday
Joker
episode.
becomes like Bugs Bunny, and it's like all talking to the camera and everything.
But this is like Joker attacking the city, I feel like. Maybe like even more so. Like it's more threatening like than
this
the
is
Christmas
like
one.
I said, the Joker is robbing people. This is the Joker having a goal. Whereas in the Christmas with the Joker, he's just tormenting Batman and messing with them. Here, he's just robbing everybody. So there's actually something for him to do. It establishes him more as a slightly realistic criminal. I mean, slightly.
It's a good point. I watching it, I felt like it was interesting that this was very low-key, crime. Joker is doing this gas to make everybody laugh just to basically rob jewelry stores.
Yeah.
And to, it's kind of, I thought that was kind of funny.
So if we're going by production order, right, this one comes after Christmas with the Joker. So what?
Well, it comes after Nothing to Fear.
He escapes from Arkham off camera before the episode even began. I guess we would assume this.
He's
right?
always escaping Arkham. I think Arkham.
Yeah, you're caught up way too much on the in and out of Arkham Asylum.
I will be, and I will be keeping track this entire series of our podcast. I have to say though, this episode does have something very similar with Batman v Superman, the Ultimate Edition. That would be we see Batman take a shower.
I thought this was funny watching it that Batman
Twice.
yells "ouch" from shaving. So he's this badass, but then he's shaving himself in the shower, and he's like "ouch."
We see him fresh out of the shower, and then later we see him taking other showers. Either way, it's heavily implied that Alfred sees him naked on a regular basis.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Which is great.
It's more than implied; it's shown.
I think he cleans them. I think it's Coming to America like style butler shit.
Oh really? The royal
he
penis
comes out
is
there.
clean?
And, he asks Alfred to go across that line.
Does Alfred probably clean his butt crack too? You think?
I would imagine it's full service.
Bruce Wayne has an incredibly sweaty, greasy butt crack after all that night of Batmaning.
Well, he took a shower.
So there's one more thing.
This is post-shower.
This is always post-shower. Well, during the shower, you got to get clean at some point.
Uh-huh.
Well, there's one more thing that this episode actually kind of, in a very weird way, shares with another DC film, would be The Dark Knight. The goons, their clown masks, are almost exactly the same clown masks from the opening prologue of The Dark Knight when the Joker robs the bank.
I thought you were going to say Batman Begins because of the whole end with the fear toxin. There's a lot that was pulled from this episode.
Well, maybe not just this episode, but the comics.
I
too,
was
but-
wondering if the toxin was something that was from a Tim Burton, invented from the Tim Burton movies, or did that come from? I guess it probably came from the comics.
Steve, you
I
should
just-
find out and tell us.
I mean, there was Agent Orange in Vietnam before that, so like, gas weapons was not invented by
Well, that's not
Batman
what
in
I'm
any
saying.
capacity.
No, the Joker gas that makes people laugh. Because that was something that was specific in the Tim Burton Batman.
Yeah, the
don't know.
museum. When Prince is playing.
Isn't nitrous oxide called laughing gas? Like even before Batman, there's laughing gas. That's
Oh,
not-
for sure.
No, but
yeah.
this would make them like have that weird ass smile, and it was like almost like a plastic surgery that would be caused from their gas or whatnot.
Oh yeah, they had the got Joker smile. Yeah, because they've been using brand X.
One of the things that
89 Batman makes no sense. Guy openly admits, I'm poisoning everyone through cosmetics on TV. Then later says, hey, I'm showing up in town square to throw money at everybody. And everyone just shows up. No cops there. Everything's fine. But then he's getting, oh shit, he's poisoning everyone again. Just like the thing he was famous for doing minutes ago or days ago.
Yep. But you know what? It's charisma in '89, right? Jack Napier had fucking charisma.
If Osama bin Laden showed up in like New York like a year later and was like, I'm giving away money,
So this is the end of Act 1 right now,
we'd stop him.
where Alfred is actually poisoned with the laughing gas because it's made its way now into Wayne Manor. And this shit is hitting far too close to home for Bruce. So he now has to take it into his own hands right away and take out the Joker. And what is the first introduction of the next Batman vehicle? Comes up immediately in Act 2. And guys, what is that?
I don't know.
Is it
Don't make
the-
this into a quiz. It makes me look dumb.
Batbo.
like the Batboat. Yeah, I was gonna say. You know what I thought was
Batboat.
funny was that they have Summer Gleason, like once again, just basically be the person that gives all the exposition. She just tells the audience the Joker is causing the stock market to crash, and I think there was another episode where they just have her as a newscaster, just basically telling everybody what the problem is. And
Steve, you know why that is, right?
Steve, that's called an exposition device.
It's because the producer that actually is managing Summer Gleason, that producer is putting her on air all the time because he knows she gets ratings because she's one hot mama. And everybody in Gotham tunes in when Summer is reporting.
Remember Good Day LA when it had those just two hot chicks like in tight little outfits? Can't have that anymore.
So yeah, in the second act, we are introduced all of Joker's goons finally, because the last Joker goon, as Steve pointed out earlier, is Joker's Captain Clown robot goon, and he is a fucking great formidable opponent for Bats. I love that he's actually
Nightmare-inducing.
known as Captain Clown.
I think
I
it's
think
it's
that
bullshit.
Joker calls him.
Well,
He
hey,
does, Captain Clown.
when do we
He
find
calls
out?
him Captain Clown.
Yeah.
When do we find out he's a robot?
In this episode, and when Batman has the final fight and basically like breaks his head, I believe.
Yeah, so that was their way of getting around. We can't even have Batman fight with a human, so we have to make it into a robot.
I thought it was introduced
No.
in the second act when they put Batman into his watery grave, when they like sealed him into that bucket
He
or
acts.
whatever.
I mean,
that
he's
trash
super.
can.
He had superhuman strength. I think that they
Yeah, exactly.
have
that's what I'm
had
saying.
him,
Yeah.
fight, humans or whatnot. But I think there was purposefully supposed to be a robot or some sort of something that's difficult for Batman.
He's
than
fighting
just
with
a regular
Joker's
person.
thugs right now, like the human thugs.
Yeah.
He doesn't ever like physically assault them in any way. He just dodges and disarms.
Yeah, no, but what's great is that I think what you guys are both saying is that, yeah, they had to like finally think about a way by their fourth episode. They're like, okay, guys, how are we gonna have Batman kill somebody without killing somebody and make him a robot? And so they established this awesome hero, this champion for Joker essentially. And he's just going to end up being the most formidable opponent, like this guy that literally will just take out Batman single-handedly, no problems, because he's a robot. And then Batman has to finish this guy off. You can't just knock him out. You gotta kill this guy, essentially, this giant robot, right? So you get Batman finally to kill somebody without having to actually have him kill anybody.
Or you could just have him brand him and then get killed in prison.
Yes. That is a very, very clever way to get people killed without having to do anything, as Batman from BVS shows us. But I do
Love
like
you,
how
Ben.
they do seal
Affleck.
Batman into this watery grave, because it's kind of cool to, like, you know, have Batman problem solve, like, and figure out how to, like, save his life in this situation. And how does he save his fucking life in this situation?
I don't stop doing that.
He fires fucking lasers at himself and fucking is willing to kill himself because he realizes that he will either die from drowning or he'll die from cutting himself in half with a laser.
It's a
Isn't that
perfect
crazy? That's a badass,
cliffhanger.
man.
What I always like, what I've been observing on these is the great cliffhanger endings between Act 2 and Act 3.
Totally.
And this one is a great one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Trapped and thrown into the lake, or whatever it is.
It's dark. Yeah, it's
River. Gotham River.
The-
Everything in Gotham is named Gotham something or something Gotham.
One thing is, like, how is the Joker able to do what he does? Like, how is he able to make a clown robot to begin with?
He's an incredible amount of funds. This
Where
guy
does
is
that come
definitely
from?
rich.
And then he's able to find these factories
Koch brothers.
that have these abandoned toy factories
Soros,
that have
maybe
oversized
Soros.
toys.
Yeah, exactly. He finds these factories, and then on top of that, like, he also, like, clearly murders all the engineers that ever
He's
worked
able
for
to
him.
they make these giant kill devices and then kills them off or something.
Yeah, kills them off, absolutely, so they can't talk about it. Otherwise, Batman would just be going to these guys and be like, hey, dude, stop making those fucking giant cannons out of the Gotham Observatory of Joker, please. Like, that's ridiculous.
within hours.
And then, so Batman eventually has to, like, you know, go back up to the surface and fucking get Captain Clown and the Joker. And we get a fantastic fight sequence with Captain Clown finally being all, you know, exposed, right? It's kind of like the end of Terminator when you see the exoskeleton and Arnie's finally been stripped away from it.
He gets turned into a block, doesn't he? He turns him into a square.
Yeah, he throws him into like a trash compactor, yeah, and turns him into a square. Exactly.
I love that the Joker gets so upset that he dubs trash on Batman.
Yeah. Oh, and this is also the episode where they play Danny Elfman's theme when Batman goes and chases Joker through the conveyor belt down the tunnel. That's pretty fucking crazy. They actually just blast it. And that's
They've done
rare.
that before.
It has, and it will happen again a few times more. But yeah, it's very rare. But when it happens, it's such a great theme. I mean, it's definitely why they put it in Justice League. It is such a good theme, even though it doesn't work in Justice League.
No, it doesn't. It does. It kind of works
Out of
here.
nowhere, when Batman jumps out of with the Batmobile, right out of the flying fox, and it's like da-na-na-na-na, you're like, oh god.
I still haven't seen Justice League.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
well at that point in the movie,
Spoiler alert.
when he drives the Batmobile out of the flying fox, you'll hear da-na-na-na-na, and you're
Really?
like, oh my god, really?
Just throw it in there for the fans. I'd probably be like
is.
in the theater like, ooh, yeah.
But Steve,
all
here's the
excited.
thing: they don't
You
like
could
build up to
barely
that
hear it.
moment. They don't build up to it with like, you know, da-na-na-na. You know, they don't build up to that. Na.
They just throw it in there.
They just go da-na-na-na-na out of nowhere. You're like, what?
That's funny. That's funny.
They do the same thing with Superman a few times too. Out of nowhere, Superman shows up and it's just like dun 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 dun, and you're like, oh my god, this does not fit. This does not fit. Sorry. Meanwhile, it's like fully CGI sequence going on, even just stupid like parademons and Steppenwolf fucking fighting like the whole Justice League, and it's so CGI. Everyone looks CGI. It's horrible.
There he is, the Terminator, Skynet, and he's going to be made into a cube.
You know what I thought was really interesting is after the Captain Clown fully exposed exoskeleton destroyed and turned into a trash cube, is that when Batman does go balls out and just chases the Joker through the conveyor belt and they play the Danny Elfman's theme, there's this great sequence right afterwards where it's Uncharted. Like, actual, like, Batman does this whole Nathan Drake Uncharted type of shit. It's pretty cool. Like, he has to jump at the right moment, push X, and then hit square to grab the rope and swing. It's pretty fucking fantastic. I was pretty blown away by it. And you know what I thought was interesting at the end? Is that it felt a little Toy Story 3 to me. Like when, like, you know, Batman was like heading to his doom and everything like that. All I could think about is just Toy Story 3. Like, the way
Really?
they
I
ended.
that did not occur to me.
Oh, the trash compactor, trash
where
burning
they're all
pit.
huddling and then they decide to hug each other. Or
Yeah,
something?
I just thought of Toy
that's-
Story 3.
There's nothing that happens in this episode. Just that Batman's a good guy and saves.
Well, no, that he's
the
falling
Joker.
towards a trash fire pit.
But he
Just
doesn't
like-
huddle and think
No,
about.
I just was
like,
thinking
hey,
Yeah,
that
Toy
was
Story
thinking-
tells you that might actually happen, whereas
Yeah,
you never.
No.
like there's emotional depth that's going on in that.
Did you guys
That
ever see
scene
that
in Toy
viral
Story.
video where the mom is shown the video after the sons like cut out the ending and they like make it so it actually ends there, and so she just watches the movie thinking that's the end of Toy Story, like the whole trilogy. That's the
That'd
end.
be funny. That'd be
YouTube
funny.
has a lot of horrible things.
It was funny. It was crazy. But they eventually did tell her, and she was like, you know, shocked. I think they let her go.
I
a
don't
whole
believe
night.
that's real. I don't believe that's real.
No, she was. They recorded it. It was like back when people.
Oh,
were
they
doing-
recorded it, so it must be real. Yeah.
It's like reactionary video. It's a reaction video.
No, it's there's no emotional resonance at all. It just happens. It's an action
Yeah, no,
sequence.
it's just a scary moment. You know, if you're a kid, that Batman might get hurt, but it definitely is not the Toy Story 3 moment where they all like suddenly are going to accept death and they
Yeah,
start to
all
like
right,
hug each
fine.
other. You know.
Here's some more Uncharted action coming up right now where Batman's going to have to do some sweet Uncharted moves. Check this out. Trash is going to hit Batman. What are you going to do, Batsy? Oh, boom. And grappling hook now. He could have grappling hooked this whole time. He decided to do it.
It was
Only
a
as the trash
thrown
hits him.
grappling hook too. That's interesting. Sometimes he shoots and sometimes he throws.
Yeah, he does. It's, you know, I guess it was skill based, right? At that moment, he figured that if he
He's
used
just
the
having fun.
power grappling hook, it would be too fast or something. I don't know, and miss the his one chance to live. Joker throws some fucking mean ass cards here though, too. Don't you think? Like, these are some sharp fucking cards. I love whenever Joker does that. He has these like knife cards, or like just razors. But Batman catches it and just shows Joker that he's such a fucking badass that you can't get me. And then Joker just ends up tripping, right, and then falls to almost his own death.
He just doesn't see that cable and it is defeated. He's defeated by a cable on the ground.
Joker, will you ever learn? Look for those cables on the ground.
In the 90s, I tried to get good at throwing cards just because of Gambit.
Yeah,
on,
me
on a
too.
on a different TV show.
I think
Yeah.
everybody did that with Gambit, right? I did
Yeah.
that too, kind of, yeah.
Gambit rocks.
Yeah, Joker never made me want to throw cards, but Gambit made me want to throw cards.
No,
Me
well,
too,
Joker,
yeah.
Joker throwing cards isn't the Joker's thing.
Well, the Gambit made the cards explode, which was the fun part.
I love that. Also, yeah, I think Bruce just did 8 showers. He just took 8 showers. So yeah, we get a total of 9 showers in this episode of Batman. So yeah, Bruce is a clean boy.
And here he's just emotionally tormenting Alfred, telling him that he's basically extended his indentured servitude to him for decades.
Yes.
Like you're way more my slave now. I'm just kidding, but I'm not, because you are my slave.
Why is he a slave? Because he gave him the anecdote.
No, he broke. He was like
antidote.
breaking vases and stuff
Oh, that's
when
why.
he
Okay.
when he was.
Yeah.
all,
That's why. Yeah, it's because he's.
That's why he's feeling all bad.
He did all that financial damage to him, and it's like, I'm taking it out of your salary, so I own you now. Watch me shower again. Come, clean my dick off.
And then he says, "April Fools."
My boys are 4 out of 5 boys.
I'll give it
4
3.
out of 5.
I'll give it 3.
I'll give this a 4 as well.
I and a lot of that 3 comes from, you know,
Totally.
Bow,
Bow, bow, bow.
That's my
Bow,
4.
bow, bow.
That's where my, yeah.
Da-na-na.
I
was
heard
great.
rewatching it. I heard that beat, and it was just like, I remember this from decades ago. Great bat stuff, gentlemen. Cool Boy Nation, tune in next week. Same Cool Bat time, same Cool Bat channel. Cool Bat Nation, be sure to let us bat know what you bat thought of The Last Laugh, or what your favorite bat episode is by bat emailing us at batmanandbeyondcoolboys@gmail.com. New episodes of Batman and Beyond come out every Thursday. Also, please check out our other great Cool Boy Central content with The Cool Boys Podcast on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Patreon, where the Cool Boys have an uncensored discussion about 5 so cool movies, everything ranging from bods to dongs and all the boners they have given us. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cool Boys Podcast and Facebook group us at The Cool Boys Podcast. Like and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube by searching for The Cool Boys Podcast. And be sure to rate and review us on iTunes at The Cool Boys Podcast. And if you like, you can donate to us on Patreon and receive additional episodes of Cool Boys After Dark and a Cool Boy shout-out on The Cool Boys Podcast that airs every Tuesday. You can find The Cool Boys on Patreon at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Thank you for listening. Stay cool, Cool Boy Nation. Until next time, it's Byzies from Felk.
That's Byzies from Ballard.
And Byzies from Steven.
So cool.
Batman.
And beyond.
Oh yeah. Batman.
And beyond.